Hey everyone, it's me, Luigi, and today I'm going to start a new sub-series called The 7 Deadly Sins of Nintendo. It's pretty obvious and self-explanatory in the name, and to start off the series, I figured we might as well start off with pride. Pride is defined as the love of one's own self-accomplishments, or just, narcissism if you want to put it in like one word. The only game I could really think of that had this theme was Punch-Out for the Nintendo Wii. Most people after the fight with Von Kaiser don't take Little Mac seriously, even if you don't lose a single time. Which, yeah, sure, Von Kaiser and Glass Joe aren't really the most challenging foes. Von Kaiser can still win, and so can Glass Joe if you're really, really bad. So, I think there's like at least some accomplishment earned by Little Mac, but I guess not to them. So, we can look at some examples of this. King Hippo laughs at you when the fight starts with him. You can argue that Disco Kid doesn't really take the fight seriously because he's dancing the entire time. And he say "Here it comes," and to me it's like he's mocking Little Mac, so I guess you can argue that there's a bit of pride in that, but I'm not gonna count that. Super Macho Man. just guys, come on, like seriously, do I really have to explain that? Don Flamenco. Guys, come on, do I really have to explain that? Sandman laughs at you during the fight when he knocks you down, and DK just straight up mocks you, and he kidnaps you too. I don't know if you can count that as pride, but I feel like somewhere, someplace, someone considered kidnapping a sense of pride, so I will definitely consider that too. The reason why all these fighters represent this, like I said, King Hippo laughing at you shows that he doesn't take you seriously enough to see you as an actual threat, and rather as a joke kind of boxer. Again, like with DK, Disco Kid ignoring you is just mocking you, like how DK does. Super Macho Man, if narcissism was a person, this guy would be it. Don Flamenco, if narcissism was a person, he'd be that on steroids. This only gets worse once you start defending your title as champion. Super Macho Man starts getting really annoyed with how little his ego is getting increased. Sandman destroys the whole building with his bare hands out of anger, which, I mean, like, come on, man. That's kinda... I could see someone has severe narcissism doing that. Donald Flamenco gets mad because he loses his bitches. Yeah, so a lot of characters just really get, like, their pride really just shows in the title defense, not because they're laughing at you this time, but rather they're just getting a really mad at you because you won, which, yeah, I think that's like a good, okay, I think anyone in like professional league would get mad if they lost something, especially a championship title, but I feel like it gets a little, I feel like destroying an entire building with your bare hands only really happens when you feel like that person didn't deserve the win, and at the end of the game, there's only one person left who acts prideful. The one person who never stopped punching. A person who didn't stop when he heard their screams of pain. Coming back in the fight over and over knowing they have an advantage. Not stopping until their pride is fulfilled and their ego is inflated. Who that person is? The answer's simple. That person... God damn it, this is why I wanted to have hands on my thing. That person is you. Little Mac isn't prideful as the game goes on. No, it's actually the players who get more prideful as the game goes on. I mean, look at what some people are doing. Blindfolded Punch-Out. Think about how disrespectful that is if you're a boxer, like a world-class boxer like Mike Tyson, and some kid decides to fight you blindfolded. That's just a big slap across the face. And imagine if he won that. That's just, dude, like, come on. I think the reason why the theme of pride is so common in this game is so that each win feels more and more earned to the player. It's one thing to sit down and play a Wii game and beat up bosses, but it's another whole thing when you're beating up bosses who you feel like deserve it, or who really gave you a tough time, when you heard them laugh at you when you're on the ground, when you saw them laughing at you when they won, humiliating you in front of your friends. the friends you don't have, but still the friends that you wish you had that were watching in your imagination. Punch Out We, Prideful, and communism's the bestism. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.